Why I'm going to tell you to read out the PHP. You understand? Why?
To transfer the data from
Exactly. To make it not only transfer the data, lots of things PHP can do. Lots of things PHP can do. Okay. So first of all, everybody now know what is this PHP. Everybody know. Preprocessor hypertext programming language. So if you will talk about PHP, what is this? Server side scripting language. All clear? Server side scripting language. Okay. So whenever you are talking about the server side scripting language, you must execute this inside of web server. Suppose simply you have created one x.php and you have saved anywhere else and you are trying to open, right click, open with browser. No, it is not going to work. Will it work? Suppose we are saving like one.html anywhere, in any D drive, C drive, anywhere, and just right click, open with browser. It was working, right? Will it work like the same? No, it won't work. I told you, like whenever you have installed that Jam software, so in C drive, someone have installed in a C drive, someone have installed in a D drive. So if you are going to the C drive, inside of the C drive, you will be going to get one root directory that's called stdocs. Is it clear? Like if you are going to visit this C drive, if already you have installed the server, so inside of this C drive, you will be getting one Jam software folder. Inside of the Jam, there is a many more folders. One of that important folder we have, that's called stdocs. Is it clear? So stdocs will let you root the files. If you are going to keep inside of the stdocs any file, that will let you execute those code. So it means what? If any file you are going to create with the help of .php, those codes should be there inside of the stdocs. Is it clear? You understand this? You can't save any code of the PHP there and where. It means from now onward, any page you are going to create, where you are going to save, you must have to save inside of stdocs. What is this stdocs? This is called root directory. What is this? Root directory. Root directory for what? Server. Root directory for server. Okay? Like see, in HTML, whenever you're writing you can write this PHP code in any editor. Either it is a Notepad or Notepad++ or VS Code. So whenever you're writing those code, so like when you start writing code in HTML, no? So you're having the one tag that's called HTML open and HTML close. In between of that, you're writing all the codes. Is it good? Similarly, whenever you will be start writing the code in PHP, so open PHP and close PHP. Open PHP means, see, angular bracket, question mark, PHP. Question mark and close the angular bracket. This is called angular bracket, all of you know. This is the HTML. Angular bracket slash HTML. So similarly, angular bracket, question mark, PHP. In between of that, there is no space. In between of this, there is a no space. And if you are writing something extra, so it should be not touched to this part. Suppose you are writing like X by Z. So this PHP should be separated with this. If you are writing continuously X by Z, it won't work. It will give you some error, syntax error or statement error. Is it clear? So it should be separated by a space. But in between of that, we don't need any space. Is it clear? So this is the basic structure of the PHP. Whatever you are going to write, you must have to write inside of the PHP code. Is it clear? All good? Okay. So next, see, this is the server side scripting language, right? So definitely we are talking to the database manipulation and database insertion, right? So you must need something which will help you to hold the data and print the data to the user. We understand the C, C++ and Java, right? If we were writing the code in all of you, like either you belongs from the civil, you belongs from the mechanical, you belongs from the electronics, or you belongs from the electricals, it doesn't matter. In a first semester, in a BTech engineering, everybody study the C, basic C, right? So when you have studied the basic C, we having the two code that's called printf and one is what? A scanf. Already we have studied the printf and scanf, right? What the printf was doing and what the scanf was doing there? Exactly. You was using the scanf to read the data. I was using the printf to print the data. And apart from this, we had that variables and constant. Is it right? Apart from this printf and scanf, we had that what? Variables and constant. For what? To holding the data, right? To storing the data. Similarly, we have in PHP also to print the data. So one is that what? Print, and second is what? Echo. Both is using for the same, printing the value. If you will be writing like print single quote hello, it will print the data. If you are writing that echo single quote hello, it will print the data. Either it is a single quote or double quote. If you anything you want to print, you have to give it in a double quote, but it should be string. Suppose if you want to print something integer, so you can print like this. Integer don't need to go inside of single quote or double quote. Suppose you want to print some variables. So now I will talk about the variables. What is variables inside of the PHP? Let's see. So 2 points you understand. PHP also follow the constant. PHP also follow the variables. PHP also follow the having the print statement. Through that you can print the data and print the string. PHP also follow the OOPS concept, object oriented programming concept. Okay, so if you are going to work on a PHP, it will be going to give you that all those facilities which we having in a C++ and Java. That's called what? OOPS concept, object oriented programming. So PHP also create the class that you can create inside of the class multiple objects. You can use those properties, and according to that you can create multiple class and multiple objects. But before that we have to come for the variables. If you will talk about the variables, right? When we talk about the variables in C++, Java, that times we need to initialize those values, right? If we are going to declare int a and b, char x and y, what is the meaning of this? If you have initialized with integer a and b, it means always you must have to give integer value inside of a and b. If you will try to push some character or a string value, it will say you undefined. This is char, means x and y can only hold the character value. You understand? But if you will talk about the PHP, no, PHP don't say like this. PHP simply say like if you want to hold some data inside of the PHP, you just consider dollar. What is that? Dollar. If you're writing $x, $by, $z, $x by z p q r, these are the variables. And in these variables, you can store anything, any string, any number. Number could be anything. You can store float. You can store syntax, anything. So like simply must have to put with the dollar, right? And we have the multiple kind of variables in PHP that I will let you know in the next step. So first you understand like what is this variable, basic variables, why we are using that variables?
To hold the data.
To hold the data. And why we are holding the data?
To send the data.
To send the data, to process the data. Not only send the data, we can do anything, like we can manipulate the data there itself, if we having the two thing, right? So we can manipulate, we can mix up, and we can use any operators, and then we can get some results, right? If we having the two liquids, we are holding those things, right? And we can mix it. So after mixing the two liquids, we can get it third liquids, right? So similarly, we having that variables x and y, and I told you we can store anything over there. One more point is that that's called constant. What is the constant?
Which can change.
Constant can change.
Can't be changed.
Can't be changed, like 5, 6, 7, anything you have written. So it means like this is fixed value, you can't change. But variable will change. If you are writing like x is equal to 5, maybe just after this x value will be getting changed. If we will use any operators, any manipulations value, so $x value will be going to change. All good? Okay. So now, if I will tell you, like we will take one variable, like first we will write open PHP, x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 5. So $z, this is the third variables we have. So $z means what? $x plus $y. So if I will make it echo $z, what will be the result? Sorry? 10. You understand? 10. Similarly, if I will do $z is equal to $x into $y, what will be the result inside of the z? 25. It means like this is the operand and this is the operators. Operators, if you will change, result of value will be, this variable will be getting changed. So we having the multiple operators that you can use and you can change the value of third variables. You understand? Similarly, if I am writing over here, double quote, this is PHP, echo $x. What will be the result? You will be getting one output, this is PHP, right? You will be getting on output one, this is PHP, where? On your browser, once you will try to execute. You understand? How we can execute this code? This is the one of the most important questions. Suppose you have written this code here. All good? You created like x.php and you have saved inside of the C drive, in Jam, in htdocs, one folder you have created, PHP practice, and here you have saved. So you will come to the browser, you will type one code, http://localhost/ what? No, not PHP magnet, PHP practice. PHP practice is one folder which you have created inside of the root directory. So you have to write http://localhost/php practice, and then if you will execute this, whatever the files you have created inside of this PHP practice, those files will be listed over here. Which files you want to execute, you can simply click over there, the output will be in front of you. Okay? All good? Understand? So what is that? Just create 2 and 3 pages. First create one folder, and inside of that folder create one page, like simply open and save with the x.php, page 1.php, page 2.php, and then go to the browser, write simple code, open PHP, close PHP, echo hello, this is our welcome world, like this. So try this one, and then I will